Sunday morning.
Set an alarm for 9:59 p.m.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
We're 40 Sunday mornings out from normal, and the world is not the same. Said you waited for a warning, but the warning never came. Don't shine a light in my face.
This is important. We need somebody from the other side to kind of...
Nancy gonna cut you a check too late. 2 years after your funeral's paid, 2 years after the grave, she'll be a little stronger for all of the dollars she saved. Watching you wake, watching you cling to your family slipping away. Watch her do nothing but pray. Watch her condemn the Republicans, take them to brunch and then shrug it away. Now watch us be outraged half of a day, then pick a new hero to face our leaders and think they could beat them, playing the game they played since Pelosi had real human blood in her veins. They're all one and the same, sold off stocks and they all maintain that the risk was benign and the virus was tame. Flash forward and 40 Sunday mornings fade, 250,000 people in its wake, and the cruise ship sailed today. So motherfucker, don't shine a light in my face. Wait.
Good morning. Sunday morning. Good morning.
Wait.
Sunday morning.
We're 40 Sunday mornings out from normal, and the world is not the same. Said you waited for a warning, but the warning never came. Don't shine a light in my face. Said you waited for a warning, but the warning never. They'll gladly pay you by the hour for a minute or so, so you can sign off on the towers where they'll piss on your home. And if you feel like you're just powerless to answer them no, it's 'cause you are. They'll gladly pay you by the hour for a minute or so, so you can sign off on the towers where they'll piss on your home. And if you feel like you're just powerless to answer them no, it's 'cause you are. It's 'cause you are. They'll gladly stagnate a living wage, snap the chains, bury it. Labor slaves in rusty cages dragged behind a chariot, led by Mr. Racial Jungle, Joseph or Iscariot, fighting over scraps as they barrage us all with variants and BuzzFeed clickbait, straight until we're paralyzed, trying to distract us from the concentration camps that Joe had swore he'd closed but only chose to amplify, where they got 50-something kids in cages made for 5 to occupy. And no, she hasn't seen the camps, but Harris swears they're paradise. She tells us the facilities are safe, and that right down to the women, they are regularly sterilized. Then she throws her head back and she proceeds to laugh, that sort of heartless cackle you'd expect from someone working steadfastly on behalf of the virus and a Congress full of parasites. And where was I? I was busy cashing every blue check, demonstrating plainly all the narratives expected from the verified. I was busy breeding verbal leeches by the terabyte, train them to exsanguinate the wealthy while they sleep at night. Bleed the oil barons dry and barren. Say they showed us how to share and now we share alike. Tell them I contracted rabies from a feral mike. Now I'm just another species losing sleep to noise pollution and these glaring lights. Forced to change its habits and adapt to just survive. But now it's safe to say that some of us are thriving in the moment, throwing shit on presidential homes beneath the Paris skies. So if you feel like you're just powerless, I guess you bought the lie. But I can tell they're petrified of our collective might, 'cause I can hear those gentrifiers weeping at the sight of our collective rights. And I only can imagine the intensifying fear of knowing revolution's near. And all that's left to do is simply wallow in the thick anticipation of a rabid bite. And baby, one day you can ask your leaders just what that was like before you grab a slice. So if you think you're powerless, allow me now to change your mind. Honey, if you think you're powerless, allow me now to change your mind. See, they'll pay you hourly, tax them each apart, and build a shining tower out of loopholes and cards, and tell you that you're powerless to keep you in the dark because you aren't, because we aren't. You see, they'll pay you hourly, tax them each apart, and make you build a shining tower out of loopholes and cards, where they'll tell you that you're powerless to keep you in the dark because you aren't, because we aren't.
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually say? So I try to sit down with my wife and watch TV, but I just see propaganda elevating the police in the simplest of sitcom banter, and tiny little altars full of offerings to corporate masters in every well-planned wide pan shot of the name brand stocking up the pantry. Pull back one long tracking shot out to the garage to the logo on the Camry. Nice tight shot of the Camry. Close-up view of the Camry, slow pan up on the Camry, long slow zoom to the unmoving human who's up in the front with the tube pumping fumes to him straight from the back of the Camry. Ashamed he just could not provide for himself, let alone for his family. It's a blue pill mindset that spent 2020 making dance beats.
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. and thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
Ignorance is bliss, which explains why a lot of us are so fucking happy. Quick to take the trip for all its trappings. Never one to ask what's up, what's going on, or God forbid what's happening. A lot of us would strap into the ride and then spit right in the eye of the guy whose job it is to snap your fastenings. But maybe we're all born with that capacity. Maybe each of us comes standard with humor, compassion, malice, and audacity. Some of us are blind to the system, but some see it fine and say this is how it has to be. Some of us can stare wide-eyed at a nationwide human catastrophe and only offer platitudes and recipes. And I wish that I could tell myself that nothing's worth obsessing past my everyday necessities. I wish that I could cry fake news over anything that threatened me, tune out our abuses and consume a little levity. Wish that I could offer up my son a smoother destiny. Wish I had some better lessons for how best to answer questions for the things I've been perpetually questioning. But I'm too busy looking at our leaders, wondering what I might be missing from their messaging. Trying to find the reasoning to let 250,000 people meet an early reckoning. And even though I know the truth, it's hard to swallow something that's so literally sickening. Hope is ever dwindling, COVID ever beckoning. Winter slows your breathing, but your pulse is ever quickening. Even though I know the truth, it's hard to keep listening. I'm done with my epiphany, my innocence is blistering. I'd like to think I'd taste the earth before I'd ever kiss the ring. Hard to speak the truth and harder still to keep listening.
Sometimes I think I miss being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. Thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. Both bleed us so dry. Both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
IndependentLeft.news. Indie.
What's up, Indie?
IndieNews.Network.
Indie. I get news from Independent Left.
IndependentLeft.news. IndependentLeft.news.
Indie Left Media.
Independent Left News.
Indie Left.
Independent Left News.
Independent Left Media.
Indie Media.
Indie Left.
Indie.
Indie Left News. Indie Left.
Hi, Indie. Indie Left News.
Subscribe to IndieNews.Network.
We're world building.
Your way of assisting, I feel like, is really cool.
IndependentLeft.news.
Independent Left News.
I'm a huge fan.
He created INN.
The founder of Independent News Network.
Indy is the founder of Indie News Network.
Thank you, IndependentLeft.news.
A huge thank you and shout out to Indie Left.
Everyone check out Indie Left News.
Hey, Indie Left.
IndependentLeft.news.
Indie.
Hi, Indy.
Indie Left. Indie Left News.
Indie News.
Independent Media.
Independent Left News has done an amazing job.
The two shot. Why are we not going to Burden Reef? What's going on? What? I don't know. Where's my screen? There's no source selected. What? Holy crap! There we go. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh, wow, that was so weird. Okay. Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened there. I think maybe my Stream Deck crashed. I don't know. Anyway, hi everybody. It is Sunday night. It's How Did We Miss That? I am super excited to be here. Wow, that was pretty cool, huh? That was our new theme. So. Yeah, I think that was pretty damn badass. Thank you to Jimmy Sunderland, INN member. That's she made this for me, and thank you. It's awesome. like shit makes me want to cry. It's so great. It's exactly what I hope for. And wow, huh? So, what network is this? I don't know. What network is this? E. Heller, what's going on? Eric T. Red, how are you? Welcome to see you. So glad as always. Okay, so what's up, dude? I'm looking at you now. Reef.
Nice.
He's that guy sitting next to me. So, welcome everybody to How Do We Miss That? It's Sunday night, so it's time for How Do We Miss That? How Do We Miss That is a show and podcast streaming live on Rockvid, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, Odyssey, and Telegram. Yeah, we're live on Telegram. Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, reviewing a few big stories that we haven't seen covered much in our independent media channels this week. Available on all your favorite podcast platforms, too. Hosted by Indy, that's me, founder and editor of independentleft.news, as you just heard. Leftist.today, also the Substack. Don't forget the Substack. That's where all those people's videos, in those videos, you can find their content, their videos. And then I got this guy sitting next to me, Reef Breland. He's the creator of the Jimmy Dore Discord, unofficial Jimmy Dore Discord. But more importantly, he's the host of Reefer After Dark. He had a great episode on Friday night, and INN News. Fun. It was fun. And then INN News every Wednesday night, which we are 24 episodes, 26 into,
something like that.
Yeah, we're something like that. Couple dozen change.
24, 25.
Something like that.
I confuse it with Reefer After Dark too, which is close to the same.
Right. They're well, but pretty soon News will probably pass Reefer. But all the stories that we're going to cover tonight were featured in independentleft.news during this week. Please make sure to share this link, like the stream, subscribe to our channel at all the platforms that you watch, listen. Literally, we're everywhere. I said where we are. /IN. Yeah, pretty much. IND Left News. Anything /IND Left News will basically get you to anywhere that you want on any platform for us. I did want to give special thank yous, of course, to Jimmy. Like I said, Jimmy Sunderland. Go to Image IMIJ Productions, IMIJ_Productions on Twitter. Follow her. She's badass. She made this, and really appreciate her doing that. Then we've got Phantomos Phanto, our editor, always. Big Mad Crab doing the thumbnails. Actually, I did the thumbnail this week, and you can tell that it's not nearly as good because Crab didn't do it. And, of course, we've got Fred Edward, and we've got Ed over there, and we've got resident skeptic Chris Gilman over on Twitter and Instagram. And we've got our ticker, and we got a new patron this week. Kelly, thank you so much for subscribing. And it's the cutest and funniest thing. Kelly came into the Discord. She said, I'm vain. I'm sorry, I'm vain, but I want to see my name in the scrolling ticker at the bottom. So here's a patron, and we love what you guys do, and I really appreciate it. And we love you, and we appreciate that too. And so glad that you decided to join Discord and support what we're doing. And literally, the money just goes back into streaming software and supporting other content creators. We don't look to make any money with this at all. We put everything that we have back into this to make better shows and to support the content creators that make up Independent Left News. And INN, IndieNews.Network. Don't forget about our friends and brothers and sisters over at IndieNews.Network. And that's weird. Somehow that's missing, but here we go. We are both founding members of IndieNews.Network, a collaborative family of 23 independent content creators. Hey, how about that? All the stories, like I said, were featured in Independent. And there is Kelly. Yay! Welcome, Kelly. Good to see you. So awesome. All right, so we got some stories. I'm sorry, they're pretty damn awful again. We got quick ones to get through, and then we'll get to some. We'll get rid of the nightmare fuel, and we'll get to some fun stuff. I did want to mention that we are on Rockfin, and the Rockfin chat is pinned up at the top. I can actually the Rockfin link on YouTube. I can actually put Rockfin chats up on screen now as well. So, and we are actually monetized on Rockfin again. Not that we're looking for donations. We're just, again, if you can't afford, totally understand. If you want to hook us up, totally great. You can right there. And that's a good way to donate and support the channel. So we're also on Patreon, patreon.com/IND Left News. Everything is IND Left News. So let's go to Indie Main. And there you see, okay, check it out. That's the Rockfin chat right there where it's me saying, hi, everyone. But if it's just going to be me, I'll turn that off. And I can turn that on and off. Badass. All right, so this is the thumbnail everybody saw tonight. We're going to cover a few different things. Pakistan floods is going to be later. First, we're going to cover some strikes. It is Labor Day weekend, so we want to cover some labor. And there is a lot of labor, and I'm probably not going to be the first one to coin it, but this is absolutely turning into strike timber. I don't care who wants to talk about it, but Yeah, Rockfin chat technology. How about that, Eric T. Red? Yes, I think that might have been a little bit of a hat tip to this dude who does it over on the Savvy Saps channel. Honestly, he inspired me to figure out how to do it over on our system, and it works great. And I really appreciate him doing it. He's badass. Go follow Eric T. Red. He's got a crime and punishment channel over on YouTube. Also, he's a great supporter of this channel. We love him to death. He's just terrific. Everyone, even Oz, and Oz is probably going to be here if he's not here already. Oz always talks about how great Eric is too. So we got Pakistan floods. We got some strikes. God, those Pakistan floods. Wow, we're gonna get to that. And then Jack.
Yep.
And then oh my God, like so we had these stories, and I got 4 stories, and it was going to be a quick thing, and I'm like, you know what? We got to do a story about this. Number one, and we're gonna bring in the Queen of Water to do this. So let's get started with our first story. And look at this. We now have thumbnails specific to the stories. School staff strikes. This is what happened, right? This is what's happening. So, waging nonviolence, which is certainly something that we like to do. As people go back to school, staff strike for better pay and conditions. And this is widespread. Staffing shortages, burnout, large classroom sizes have spurred strikes at schools and campuses across the country. Kind of music to our ears, but at the same time, it's awful because it's gotten to this point, and these educators feel like they have nothing else, no other option at this point. And I feel awful for them, but so happy that they are doing this and that they're standing up and saying enough. So, as students across the country return to their classrooms for the 2022-23 academic year, teachers and other employees have been raising the alarm over widespread staffing shortages, low pay, safety concerns, and unfair contracts. On Monday, over 500 staff members at American University in Washington, D.C. kicked off a 5-day strike demanding higher wages and equitable pay structures after weeks of failed contract negotiations between the university and SEIU Local 500, which represents the workers. Many of the striking workers serve as advisors for first-year students, including Roshana Abraham. Okay, so they're going to tell you about the story. The employees first unionized in 2020, but he says they struggled to secure good faith negotiations from the university and have failed to reach a fair contract since then. So he's saying, quote, First semester is largely about personal development and what it means to be in a community, and the second semester is about anti-racism and anti-oppression. What he teaches his students is what he's living right now. Part of the reason he's on strike is because he actually believes the stuff that he teaches students. And that's cool. University staff members, including admins who make as little as $32,000 a year, voted 91% in favor of the strike and are demanding an increase of 9% over 2 years. That's not very much to correspond with the rate of inflation. Probably not even keeping up.
Yeah.
They also filed unfair labor practice charges against the university for explicitly excluding employees in the union's bargaining units from merit-based raises. Here we go again. Punishing organizing employees. According to Abraham, the wages will ultimately benefit students who ultimately cycle through multiple advisors in their first year due to the department's high turnover rate, of course. Even as they face resistance from the university administration, Abraham says the striking workers have experienced an outpouring of support from students and non-unionized colleagues. Again, not really surprising. Quote, our president is amongst the most well-paid presidents in the country. They could settle this contract for less than that. Okay. Sylvia Burwell earns well over $1 million, or earns $1 million a year. She's the president. Instead, they've dug their heels and have ignored us and stonewalled us. Their plan was clearly to just wait us out. Now, I'm guessing that their contract is probably worth more than the difference of whatever her salary over $1 million a year would be, plus what's the going rate of a university president. They don't have to pay that. But other labor actions among educators and school staff have been linked to widespread staffing shortages, often driven by low pay and a sense of burnout exacerbated by the pandemic. On a K-12 level, teachers have also expressed exasperation at what so-called culture wars, increasingly restrictive attacks on anti-racist education and LGBTQ rights in schools. I was literally talking to an 85-year-old neighbor at a barbecue today, and he starts talking to me about critical race theory. I'm like, look, I think it's really important to teach about slavery and what happened in this country and not sugarcoat that for our kids. He's like, yeah, but at what age?
Yep.
He's like, yeah, but at what age? He's like, I'm like, look, I would say 8, 9, 10, if not younger, but there are children that are experiencing that on a daily basis at birth.
Yeah, I mean,
so
3rd, 4th, 5th grade, you could probably start introducing that like pretty
right.
easy.
I would think, but again, that there are
earlier than that. I mean,
there are again.
Comment in the chat.
Eric T. Rick, right?
Pre-K kids, I'm sure might have some opinions.
I would say that Eric would also say that he experiences it daily already. Like, so he would hope that we would want to teach our children early and often, and he's absolutely right. And about
this is
but the depths of exactly how brutal slavery was, I don't know exactly when you introduce your children to that. That's a harder question. Okay.
Right. Well, and this is the admins, I mean, low pay, burnout, like on top of like the turnover is the big deal, right? I know Savvy Sabs was talking about this recently, and that turnover is much higher among African American admin and African American teachers for sure, right? Especially when you get to like colleges of like Ivy League status, So
and again, this is
talking about this recently,
and this is American University, and Colin is mentioning teachers teach cultural. Responsive curriculum, not CRT. That's in college or grad school. We are talking college here, but I know what you're saying, and what you're talking about specifically is about teaching kids at a younger age, which is a whole different thing. And I totally agree with you there. And Kelly is saying, Republicans in her state are running on the midterms on a platform of not allowing critical race theory in schools at all. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't whitewash history, and that's it's called American University. Absolutely, Yipper. But let's go back and finish the article here. So, Wednesday, the first day of classes was delayed in one of Seattle's largest school districts. Also, after the members of the Kent Education Association voted to strike over the district's failure to negotiate a contract with adequate pay and more manageable class sizes. Right. In Philadelphia, roughly 4,000 school district workers, including bus drivers and cleaners, represented by another SEIU, voted to authorize a strike if the district's unable to negotiate a new contract offering higher salaries and better training. Good. And, of course, in Ohio's largest school system, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, staff reached a conceptual agreement, quote unquote, with the Columbus Board of Ed after roughly 4,500 teachers, librarians, nurses, counselors, and other employees went on strike for the first time since 1975 on the first day of school. For 4 days.
Yep.
I love this. I mean, look, I want to see workers, teachers, the essential workers paid and treated fairly and not have to dig into their pocket like they do. And, I'm a parent. These teachers teach my kids. They need to be taken care of, and they're not being taken care of.
Yep.
All right. So again, for 4 days, strikers, parents, and students picketed for hours at 20 different locations across the 47,000 student system. Strike came after 5 months of failed negotiations and a Columbus Education Association vote in which 94% of members rejected the district's most recent offer. Right. And again, we're going to talk about this. Teachers were calling for officials to address issues with the heating and air conditioning systems in the district's buildings. Like I said, working conditions.
Ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Like
schools don't have air conditioning, folks. Okay. Like people don't realize this, like, especially in their 20s and 30s. They're like, what? Wait, what?
Put 20 heavy breathing children in a room with you and see if you don't want AC real quick.
Right.
Like,
holy shit. Yeah, and they just give them a fan. They say, "Open a window, fuckers," and it's 105 degrees outside with no breeze. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so
even that would be better. Like.
So this is funny. I didn't even realize that the little play here on one of our friends and members probably in the chat right now. But Okay, so they want to plan more time for for teachers, curriculum changes, and solutions to large class sizes. Right? They have to figure this stuff out. Now, they carried signs. Well, where have I seen? We're carrying signs now. That's usually somebody who's hanging out in our chat. They carried signs that said, Columbus schools deserve working air, a history lesson in progress, and on strike for the schools our students deserve. Wow, that I believe that's actually in our thumbnail.
Colin wants to recommend if the classroom has windows open.
Right.
If
you can even open the windows more than just a crack or at all.
Right. At all.
Or
there's a window.
Right. So quote from okay, so this is CEA spokesperson Regina Fuentes. She says that in multiple efforts to negotiate through the media after walking away from the bargaining table, the school board has desperately tried to make this strike about teacher salary, teacher professional development, and teacher leaves. Let me be clear, this strike is about our students who deserve a commitment to modern schools with heating and air conditioning, smaller class sizes, and a well-rounded curriculum that includes art, music, and PE, which they're cutting.
Holy crap, how hard is that? How hard is that?
Thank you.
Like we've been asking for it for like fucking decades.
Who is Sarah? Okay, she's an independent journalist. She's written and freelanced. She's been documented in Univision and the American Prospect. She's cool. We like Sarah. Thank you so much, Oz, for the $2 tip. That's badass. See that? We can put that up on screen. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, appreciate it, fam.
Yeah, we got Rock.
Go check out Roar Media. If
check out Roar Media. Yeah, definitely sub to Roar Media on
Beauty in the
everywhere.
Yep. They do some funny stuff, man.
Oh, Trailer Park. What's the newest show? Is hilarious. Shonda. Is that what it is? Trailer Park Pundits. She's great. I love Shonda. She's so. Shout out to Shonda. Shout out to Oz. Ricky. Okay, so that's Sarah. And now we're on strike, like we said, on strike for the schools our students deserve. There it is right there on the thumbnail. And I'm going to preview that. But first, Reef and I are going to talk for a minute. And we'll check out chat and say hi to. We're carrying signs. Check that out. We have people carrying signs. And they said we're carrying signs. Awesome. What's up? Welcome. See that? We shouted you out. I love you. Thank you so much for your support and being here all the time. And, from early on, we know who the OGs that are here and support us, and we don't ever plan to forget about everyone. Oh my goodness, Rick Solis. Oh my, welcome. Thank you, Rick. Thanks for the shout out on the opening. Good to see you. Rick is a big fan of Joe. Also, we know that Rick and Joe are friends. So Eric T. Red, this school's gonna be a shit show. Yeah, I got twins going into first grade, man. Here's Colin saying American University has an endowment of close to $1 billion, and they're paying advisors minimum wage. Holy.
He covered a lot of that this last week on IndieNews about the endowments that all of those cats are getting, which is like the numbers is ridiculous. Like I know UT is like up there, those Longhorn motherfuckers, like they got lots of cash from those endowments. It's essentially government slush fund money, like that they should be able to put to workers, and they're not.
Cali, Oregon, the strip club state, the quote unquote lefty state. That's where we're getting it. Okay. If the classroom has windows that can open, exactly. ELR. Public schools are intentionally sabotaged by privatizers and people who prefer to keep the general public poorly educated and obedient. They want obedient workers, yes. And Betsy DeVos, as the Secretary of Education, of course, was one of the most influential people in being able to deal with, allocate funds and do all kinds of
so many politicians now support private education in one way, and Florida was bad about it for a while. They make fake private schools to get that's a thing that happens here. And they get found out, and suddenly there's no school. No. They were sending all these kids somewhere. It's ridiculous.
Well, now it's okay. It's too hot and there's no air conditioning in the building. Kids, you got to go home. Parents, working parents, what are you supposed to do? They're sending kids home like for the day, or they're closing fucking school, canceled school. Now what?
It's ridiculous. And like the teachers on top of that, like, what are you supposed to do? What is it like? Anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of it. But well, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to do this. Teacher strike in Ohio wins. Well, sort of. Again, and that's it says that they went on strike and won. That more than 4,000 of our members. Again, this is Kenny Stansel, Common Dreams, and the comment is blacked out, and it's green against the green screen. I don't know why, but anyway. Teachers Union in Ohio, like I said, more than 4,000 members stood strong on the picket line. Community joined the fight, and they won victories on multiple issues, says CEA spokesperson. Right?
Gotcha.
Wrong way. So, shout out to Princess Moss, first of all. She's great tweets and coverage on the ground. Here in Columbus, on the picket line with Brave Columbus Educating Association, Union family, and their communities. They fight for better learning conditions, smaller class sizes, and ensuring students have art, music, and PE instruction. All right. Princess took the photo that we used in our cover photo. And again, thank you so much for covering this and for your amazing photos here. And follow Princess R. Moss at Princess R. Moss on Twitter for great coverage of this. So, students, teachers, support staff in Ohio's largest school district returned to the classroom Monday after the Columbus Education Association won a new contract and ended its week-long strike. That sounds like they won. So students are the most important investment in this entire nation. I believe the children are our future. Yeah, I had to do it. I had to.
God, you didn't have to.
Yes, yeah, I kind of did. Because you were gonna if I didn't. So I had to.
No, I was not.
Yeah, you kind of
You don't know me.
Yeah. Gathered at the local minor league ballpark Sunday, CEA members voted 71% to 29% to approve a 3-year contract with Columbus City Schools that satisfies most of the union's demands, which revolved around improving students' learning environments and opportunities. We are so excited to get back to where we belong. Like I said, our classrooms doing what we do best, educating students and shaping the future of our great city, which is the same woman, Regina Fuentes, who we quoted earlier. Right, and here's one of the tweets from the CEA. I was trying to find like actual more photos and stuff, but I couldn't there. So what does the agreement include? What kind of teeth did they get? A contractual guarantee that all student learning areas will be climate controlled no later than the start of the 2025-26 school year, including installation of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning in buildings currently without HVAC and in buildings that currently only have partial HVAC. That's important.
Right.
They're getting reductions in class size caps in all grade bands, lowering the number of students in every classroom by 2 over the course of the contract. And again, that's a 3-year contract. And the first ever limitations of the numbers of buildings assigned to each elementary art, music, and physical education teachers, with scheduling intended for 1 specialist per subject area per building. Yes. I mean, we had an art teacher for my elementary school. Yeah. I went to a K through 8 art. Again, I'm a little older. I'm
yes. Art, music, like.
Right. There was an art teacher and there was a music teacher. We didn't even have wood shop, but there was a school art teacher and there was a school music teacher. And between the art teacher and the music teacher, they also put on the school play. So there was a drama teacher. All right.
Yep.
So, quote, it's important to remember that just 10 short days ago, our last bargaining session before the strike, CEA was told no on guaranteed air conditioning and heat in every building, no on class size reductions in middle and high schools, and no on improved access to art, music, and PE at the elementary level. Pretty decent. Again, this is why, because more than 4,000 of our members stood strong. And we won victories on all 3 of these issues. In addition to much needed improvements in learning and working conditions, roughly 4,500 member union, representing teachers, librarians, nurses, counselors, and other education professionals, was able to secure better pay and benefits. Well, thank goodness. How much? Probably not much. Here's how much. 4% raise each year of the 3-year agreement, which actually is better than I was getting at my job. And the first ever contractual limitation on the number of CEA positions, like we said, that can be outsourced to out-of-town corporations, thereby ensuring that our students are educated by experienced professionals from our local community. And why are they doing that? Why? Because it's cheaper. But there are plenty of people that get staffed locally. And then a paid parental leave program for teachers. Also really important, especially when you have a profession that's dominated by women. They didn't even have paid parental leave. Holy shit.
Crazy. Like just maternity leave, not even like I'm like what?
The new pact is a result of CEA's first strike since 1975. Like I said, 94% of members voted to authorize the work stoppage last Sunday after months-long negotiations with Columbus City Schools, which the union accused of walking away from the bargaining table collapsed just ahead of the start of the fall semester. District's 47,000 plus students spent the first 3 days of the academic school year online. School board held a special meeting to ratify the contract at 8 a.m. Central on Monday, about 30 minutes after students at some schools began in-person instruction. How?
Fuck.
On Sunday, Fuente stressed that teachers and sports staff nationwide are tired of settling for the status quo. Not just teachers and support staff. Guess what? Parents, too. We support you. He expressed hope the CEA's victory will motivate other workers and communities to take action to defend public education from the long-standing and intensifying attacks that have led to increasingly understaffed and ill-equipped classrooms. Also, the low pay and the critical rate, it's making people, why the hell do you want to be a teacher when you make less and have to deal with all this nonsense and you're not able to educate the kids in the way that you think you can educate the kids? Okay, like she says, they need to put more of an investment in our students because they are the most important investment in this entire nation. It starts here, but we want to keep it going. So that's what we're going to go next.
You were talking about, you were talking about the like the parents and stuff being involved with that, where it's like I remember Steph Zamorano or whatever a long time ago was talking about like what you know, the parents should be the ones you go to first as a teacher when you strike. Like, you know, you send out flyers and stuff, and she was a head of the teachers union at one point, I think, and like did that.
Yep. Again, we love our teachers. We rage against the green screen. That's right. That's right, Yipper. That's great. Just a thought. The police force in our little town eats up 45% of the city budget. Why don't we pay them less and buy some damn air conditioning? That's terrible. My school, actually, the school budget at my town, the school budget eats up 50% of our property taxes. 50%.
Okay.
Because we get the breakdown.
I feel like it should be more even. Like
well, the thing is except that when you don't have children, that's a lot of your money not going to. Okay, still supporting my 4x8 free Assange sign on the Pacific Coast Highway. Okay. AKA the carpetbagging Californians call it the 101. Yeah, the Californians, we take it to the 101 down to the 5 and down to the 72. Yes, that's funny signs. Ellie's saying she's so old they were still teaching business ethics when she was in school. Oh my God, business ethics. That makes me think of the Billy Madison clip. When he's on stage and that's one of the topics, business ethics. And of course, Bradley Whitford, he can't think of anything because he has. It's great. Okay. Yeah. What does that even mean? That's great. I love it. Business ethics is actually what I try to practice because you can actually do things and you build products to help people that make yourself money and actually do help them, and it doesn't have to rip people off. That's what business ethics actually are, treating people fairly and decently. And I try to exercise them because I have to participate in this system we call capitalism, but I'm at least trying to soften it out in my own little way. So, yes, Gipper, Kelly, it was a required class, and it should be. You know, they should teach you how to treat people right in your community, even though you shouldn't have to be taught. Some people do, you know. So Then we got uprise. The average wage of a cop in Seattle is what? $250,000.
Yeah, it's
right?
ridiculous.
Come on.
Like without OT, right?
Come on. Wow. And that's like without the moonlighting and the side jobs and the everything else. Holy crap. No, that's got to be with OT. That's got to be with OT.
You think? Well, they do funky stuff with OT with them, right? Like they can just pretty much decide that it's OT, something like that.
Yep. So, all right. I'm going to get to the next story. Again, it's Labor Day weekend. We talked about teachers striking, and now we're going to talk about nurses striking. And we love nurses just as much as we love teachers. We appreciate them. They are, again, essential workers, and this hurts. And I just hope this can come to a resolution sooner rather than later. But this is what's happening out there because people are literally desperate and being pushed to the brink. So, what's going on? The largest private sector nurses strike in U.S. history is coming to Minnesota. Great.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Brett Wilkins over at Common Dreams. He's one of the best. Love him to death. Again, we had 2 Common Dreams articles this week because they're fantastic. If you can go over and support Common Dreams, even though they don't go well against the green screen, please do. Common Dreams is one of the best outlets out there, uncorrupted, that's putting out anti-capitalist and lefty news for sure, with a slant against corruption and against both parties. That's where you could find Ralph Nader, and you can find several different. Jeffrey Sachs publishes there. A lot of different excellent uncorrupted writers co-publish, and we'll put their stuff there too. So, what hospital CEOs, like we said, sounds like the school district with $1 million salaries can afford to put patients before profits in our hospital and do right by Minnesota nurses. Yet not going to happen. All right. So, what's going on here? After a month of fruitless negotiations with their multimillionaire employers over fair contracts, state staffing, and other issues during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, 15,000 nurses at more than a dozen Minnesota hospitals are set to walk off the job later this month in what their union is calling the largest private sector nurses strike in U.S. history. And it may or may not be. The Kaiser Permanente one was pretty big, but they didn't actually do it. They settled. So, like I said, our healthcare and our profession are in crisis. Today's a somber day. Minnesota Nurses Association President Mary Turner said during a Thursday news conference announcing the 3-day strike. It's only a 3-day strike, but it is 3 days without nurses is pretty rough, which is set to start September 12th. So they have time to fix this. Our healthcare and our profession are in crisis. Everywhere in Minnesota, nurses have watched CEOs with $1 million salaries understaff our units, pushing us to do more with less, even before the pandemic hit. Nurses do not take this decision lightly, but we are determined to take a stand at the bargaining table and on the sidewalk if necessary to put patients before profits in our hospitals. Hell yes. So last month, MNA's 15,000 members voted overwhelmingly in favor of a strike after nurses say efforts to negotiate solutions to short staffing, retention, and better patient care failed. And there you go. There's them at a press conference, literally announcing
15,000 Minnesota nurses will strike for 3 days at 15 hospitals in the Twin Cities and Duluth area. You're not gonna let me? Aww.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it is over. The moment is lost. The moment is lost.
I didn't realize you were reading. I just thought you were just riffing, but okay, I didn't realize you were reading.
No.
Okay, I don't know.
An area in what the union says is the largest private sector nurses strike in U.S. history. Mary Turner, Minnesota Nurses Association president. Oh yeah, you betcha.
I don't. Yeah. Oh yeah, what? You betcha is basically what you heard. But yeah, you're gonna hear right here what she says. The strike's gonna begin on September 12th after the required 10-day notice period. They have to tell the hospital they're gonna do this 10 days in advance. Why? So they can gab up and do all the okay. In effect, 15 hospitals run by many of the state's largest health systems, including Alena Health Partners, Children's Minnesota, Fairview Health Services, North Memorial, Essentia, and St. Luke's Duluth. The nurses are seeking 30% increases to pay and benefits over the next 3 years, a proposal that hospital leaders say is financially impossible after more than 2 years of financial strain during the pandemic. Hospital leaders have countered with raises of about 10% over 3 years, which they say would be the largest raises for nurses in 15 years. Except they haven't been getting substantial raises for 15 years. So thanks. Nurses say hospitals are dangerously understaffed, leading to more patient injuries like bed sores and falls. Recent report from Minnesota Department of Health shows adverse health events were up 33% in 2021 from 2020. And last year, nurses filed nearly 8,000 reports of unsafe staffing levels, an increase of 300% from 2014. Let's see. Is capitalism the cause? Corporate healthcare policies in our hospitals have left nurses understaffed and overworked, while all patients are overcharged, local hospitals and services are closed, and executives take home $1 million paychecks, said M&A's first vice president, Chris Rubesh, an RN at Essentia Health in Duluth, in a statement. Quote, nurses have one priority in our hospitals to take care of our patients, he added, and we are determined to fight for fair contracts so nurses can stay at the bedside to provide the quality care our patients deserve. Amen. And you don't see $1 million nurses. There should be, but I don't see any. So you want to go for this one? This is their representative.
Yes.
Yes.
Throughout the pandemic, nurses have put their lives on the line and still face unprecedented challenges every day. I support Minnesota nurses. They deserve a fair contract.
And my guess is that Rep. Betty McCollum is probably going against some pretty powerful donor interests in this case, but she's made a calculated interest that, oh yeah. If she doesn't do it, she may lose her seat. You betcha. So going against the nurses looks bad, and they put her in an impossible.
Be a doof.
They put her in an They put her in an impassable position. All right. M&A members also highlighted the pay gap between healthcare executives and nurses. Hey, how about that? For example, M Health Fairview CEO James Hereford's $3.5 million compensation. It's 40 times that of the average RN at the company's hospitals, while Essentia Health CEO David Herman at nearly $2.7 million makes just a measly 38 times more than the average RN salary at his firm's facilities. Despite the fact that hospital executives continue to earn significant raises on their $1 million salaries, such as Hereford, who took a 90% raise in 2019, M&A said, because he was really jonesing and hurting at that multi-million-dollar salary to begin with. These same CEOs are offering nurses average annual increases of around only 4%, well below the current rate of inflation and climbing cost of living. And again, that's what the teachers just accepted in Columbus, 4% over 3 years per year, right? But there in schools, you don't have millionaire CEOs that are pocketing tons of cash, and it looks terrible. Hospital CEOs with $1 million salaries could afford to put patients before profits in our hospital and to do right by our Minnesota nurses. Now, again, reducing a salary by $1 million or by $1.5 million is not going to cover the cost of a contract to these nurses. And I'm guessing that's the argument. But when you add up the increases to all of the different executives, and then they're going to say, well, that's the going market rate for a top quality executive. Well, we understand, but the pay gap is just insane. I mean, it's unsustainable. So yeah, that's where we're gonna go next. But in the meantime, alrighty. So shout out to everyone over at Camp Dada. Camp Dada is probably still happening out in the Hamptons. If you are able to watch and listen and get any signal whatsoever. I know they had sketchy internet out there, but we love you guys. So proud of you for organizing and putting this thing together. They had a 3-day camping trip out in the Hamptons, and some of the pictures, if you search hashtag Camp Dada, or if you search at Info Change Camp on Twitter, There's also at Camp Dada on Instagram. Again, that was Lucy, Blue Moon Red Wine, the Bank Sisters. There were tons of other people involved in organizing. INN member and of course our creative director, Big Mad Crab, made a lot of the creative stuff. Other people were also involved as well. Again, support direct action, support organizing, support lefties getting together and having fun and having a good cause. I know they had a burn your debt thing. There was even a way to participate at home. I've been sharing their stuff. I hope everybody goes over, likes it, and shares for sure. You're Brown, welcome. Yeah, I agree that longer strikes would be great, except again, when you've got school strikes, especially, that puts parents in real problem areas for work. E. Heller, if we gave nurses more money and support, we'll need to cut back on the ICU beds we already undersupply. And right. And how many ICU beds did they say we needed versus how many we have, etc.? Like, it's, yeah. We learned all about that at the beginning of the pandemic, didn't we, Ed? All right. What else do we have here? Okay, signs. I still think a week-long general strike during Rigged Machine Day, November 7th through 11th, would make a point to our so-called representatives. I kind of like that idea. Because it also boycotts and tells people to go shove it for 2022. But we all, again, which is, that's fine. Again, I'm going to vote independent, so my vote isn't going to influence their shit one way or another either way. So, more strikes. Absolutely. Gear Brow, welcome. Good to see you tonight. Everybody's here. Signs BRB. Okay, good to know that. All right, but yeah, I mean, I think longer strikes too. But again, when you've got nurses in hospitals and hospitals that are already understaffed and nurses spread thin, and now they have no nurses, I mean,
sure.
Hope you're not so.
Yeah, no.
Glad I'm not sick. You know, like doctor. Yeah, glad I'm not sick. Like that's the whole point of a negotiation is to make sure that you feel that squeeze and that
you have actually leverage.
Yes, that's the leverage of.
Right.
All right.
Like
so
that's the thing is that like they're not going to find qualified people soon enough. They're not going to like, you know, the longer you go, the more the parents are pissed off, you know. And it doesn't mean you can't support the children while doing so. You already have most of their contact info. You already have like, you know,
support the children.
Like, right. Like that doesn't mean you've already learned how to teach remotely mainly. Like, you know.
Let me do this. Minimize all the DMs. But I'm going to bring up some tweets and I'm going to show you guys some shit. And a lot of this is actually in the slideshow. So I'll go through the slideshow and then we'll go through the one video that I wanted to show you. But and I got to get some links in here in the chat and description about how to support efforts in Pakistan and what's happening over there. That's where we're going to go next. Is we're going to talk about Pakistan and what's happening over there. It's bad.
Climate crisis as well as
it's real bad.
Yep.
It's at a historic level that nobody's really even seen or talked about or heard of before. Due to increased monsoon rains and caused by climate change, Pakistan has been hit by catastrophic floods, killing over 1,000 people and displacing thousands more. Again, one of the best, Left Voice, Molly Rosenzweig. This was almost a week ago already, and they've been dealing with the effects of this and the after effects of this. Now for a week plus, and it's still really bad. So, and I'll show you some more stuff. Devastating floods occurring across Pakistan. They're due to monsoon rains. Since June, more than 1,000 people have been killed by floods. Thousands more being displaced, having to go without food. Capitalism makes these disasters a new normal, with workers, particularly those of the global south, bearing the brunt. Of course, this is a very lefty, Left Voice, socialist outlet. Climate change caused torrential Flooding in Pakistan dispossessing millions due to increased monsoon rains, like we said. Did I just go backwards? Yeah. Just this weekend, tens of thousands of people had to flee their homes in northern Pakistan due to floods. There are many more that still need to be rescued. More than 33 million people have been affected over the past few weeks. Millions of homes have been destroyed. Infrastructure, roads, bridges damaged or destroyed. Over millions of acres of farmland. I'm going to show you some pictures. But the thing is, like, the article didn't have any. I'm like, how can you not show this devastation? This is not merely one or a few bad storms. Climate change, like we've talked about, is ravaging our planet, with those in the global south being affected disproportionately. Pakistan usually has 3 to 4 cycles of monsoon rain, but this year it's already in its 8th, with the possibility of another cycle in September. Balochistan and Sindh, two of the hardest hit provinces, have received 400% more rain than the 30-year average. So far this year, rainfall is 780% above average levels, and has surpassed the levels of rain from the catastrophic floods of 2010. So according to their climate change minister, how about that? They have a climate change minister, everyone.
Right.
Quote, Pakistan is living through a serious climate catastrophe, one of the hardest in a decade. We are, at the moment, at the ground zero of the front line of extreme weather events in an unrelenting cascade of heat waves, forest fires, flash floods, multiple glacial lake outbursts, flood events, and now the monster monsoon of the decade is wreaking non-stop havoc throughout the country. Government declared a state of emergency. Yeah. So, government declared a state of emergency. Army and rescue workers been deployed to rescue and evacuate people, set up flood relief centers, and provide aid. But let's send $1 billion to Ukraine and another $1 billion to Taiwan. I'm sorry, $13 billion to Ukraine and another $2 billion to Taiwan. For what? Rescuing those in remote regions has been difficult due to lack of infrastructure. Because of the country's lack of resources, officials have asked for international aid. Government received criticism for being unprepared for the disaster due to the lack of infrastructure and rescue and relief protocols. But when you're hit with double the monsoons in a season, Pakistan's been forced to implement austerity measures so that the IMF releases bailout money so that they don't have enough money and resources to serve their own people in times of crises. This shows how imperialism creates even worse conditions for semi-colonies. Pakistan and other nations in the global south are underdeveloped and polluted because their entire economies are based on providing for wealthy imperialist powers. These floods are only one example of the disasters brought by climate change. From the current record drought in China, to the record-breaking heat wave in Europe early this summer, we are already seeing the devastating effects of climate change. Capitalism cannot solve climate change, where the insatiable drive for profits is prioritized above human lives. Fighting for tepid reforms is not enough. We need to fight for a socialist system where human needs and the planet are taken care of, not destroyed for the profits of the few. Flooding is becoming increasingly common and disproportionately harms working class and oppressed communities. We need to nationalize and redirect resources to build infrastructure that can withstand flooding and provide aid to communities displaced and harmed by the ravages of climate catastrophe.
Yeah.
So, I said we got some tweets. This is the first one shared by Joshua Potash, and as of last night, it had almost 100,000 likes on it. And this just shows, again, so bad, you can literally see a massive lake from space. Right there. That was this. Just covered in blue.
Yep.
What can we do?
Damage to homes and
Hashtag PSW. Encourage you to contribute in cash and kind to support humanitarian efforts, organizations in their flood relief efforts. Donate now to @EDHI.org. Donate, please, if you can, to support this. Holy crap. They're going to need a lot of help. UN warned on Friday, again, disastrous floods in Pakistan will put tremendous burden on efforts to bring flood to bring food to neighboring Afghanistan due to its dire humanitarian situation. So it's going to make Afghanistan even worse. That's what that's telling me. And then we've got, of course, here's good news. CENTCOM of the U.S. military has said that it's sending a team to Pakistan to figure out what support the Pentagon can provide amid deadly floods. Well,
okay,
about time, guys.
How did the Pentagon cause this flood? Now, my conspiracy theory, Brian, is already,
No, they've got those weather machines for sure.
Sure.
But that's the next one. So not only is it flooding there, you can't get clean water elsewhere. Welcome to Climate Change 2022. I hate to say it, but kind of Al Gore was a little bit right there when it came to, that movie and some of the things that were predicted. But this is what I wanted to show. Just done with the massive power and devastation that the water and speed that it moves at. It's just, wow. Unbelievable.
Be like water, my friend.
Yeah, I don't be like that water. That's foul and nasty and
or
powerful like that and take out bridges and roads and everything else, kind of, but
and places of power and
sure, not us, please.
Yes. Well, we already know what to do. We paint red over our roofs, like, right? Over the eave. Should be fine.
We do.
That's how it worked last time, right?
Yep. Well, we got one more story to share. Hey, we got to 100 likes on the tweet that has the new theme song.
Nice.
So check it out. We got the new theme song, 100 likes. Yay! Thank you everybody for liking and sharing that. You can share that. Also like and share the stream. One more story, then we're gonna get to some boats smashing into other boats, and we're gonna have some fun with that. But in the meantime, we can get to. What do we got here? Remind me again when America will be getting those needed infrastructure upgrades. Yep. And we drop all oligarchs and all politicians into a volcano. Volcano-based solutions is certainly an option, and I have never ruled it out.
Speaking of infrastructure problems, I'm sorry, Ms. Jackson.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, you didn't do it. You're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna get there. We haven't. I haven't
do the woo.
I know, but I haven't showed them that yet.
You missed the woo.
I didn't show them that yet. They can't see that. But
terrible.
Yep. So yeah, India. I don't know if India's pledged anything, but I know that we've pledged minimal support so far financially compared to especially how we're supporting Ukraine. What? Thank Jon Stewart. Yes, shook his hands with a neo-Nazi. Dude, I can't even imagine what that guy who is a warrior for 9/11 warriors and has done so much to call out the bullshit. He got punked. He got played. Right. We do have a climate czar, right? John Kerry, right? John Heinz Kerry, right? Also from the Heinz family. Thank you for our ketchup. My kids love it. 2 subjects get crickets, climate change, and genocides. Yep. And unfortunately, Gary, you're right and sad about that. Again, this was our tweet for the new theme song. If anybody missed it, go check it out. Go share it. It's over on Twitter. Got it also on our Facebook page. I'll be working on publishing it over as a new trailer on our YouTube channel. And getting it up to Rumble and Rockfin as well, of course. Getting it on those platforms. Rockfin.com/IND-Left-News. Rockfin.com/INN. You can go support those channels over there. Those are ad-free platforms. They do not censor. And we're big fans of Rockfin. With the Flexio guy, promote the Flexio guy. Bam! We'll just slap it right on there. Yeah, to get the Secretary of the Interior. I like that.
Or the red copper pan lady.
Oh my God, we watched some of that last night on Reddit. That was kind of funny.
Check out Djibouti Dubs. Those
Okay.
are great.
Very funny. Very funny, Djibouti Dubs.
Yeah.
And Scruff Op 1, whoever Scruff Op 1 is, we should support Ukraine. Tough shit. Okay.
What?
Over on the Twitch.
I mean, sure. Russia
Well,
seems to be trying to
we
keep,
support the citizens of
the
Ukraine, but we certainly
right.
don't support the
Especially the
Nazis that
Donbass.
are, yeah, for sure, that are running their military operations right now and that are, yeah,
we'd like to keep their, like nuclear power facilities from being blown up. That would also be useful. Russians doing a decent job at that so far.
Yep. So, more importantly, let's get to our own, a little closer to home, Jackson, Mississippi. And they talked about this on RBN.
Jackson.
Woo! There you go.
What?
Yep. Thanks, Steph. Yeah, I didn't mean to make your water cry.
Something like that.
Your water dry. I guess it just sounds terrible to
But
even.
that doesn't work. Water's not dry.
Well, their pipes are. So we all need to be talking. And again, this is the
I
queen of water.
They should be.
Erin Brockovich. And Suzanne Boothby. The Brockovich Report. Everybody go sub to the Brockovich Report. It is free. It's a Substack. She doesn't publish that often, but when she does, it's pretty important, and you should probably read it. Reef's audio is a bit low. Really? Hold on. Let me
turn me up in Discord.
Yeah. Well, you do kind of get loud when you do some stuff. So let's go back here. User volume. All right. Whoop, whoop. How about now? Speak.
Sure.
Okay. Testing. Discord Zoom. How about that a little higher?
Yeah.
And Zoom mic. That's me to you. Okay. So I made Reef a little louder. Thank you, Eric. All right. So last story. We all need to be talking about Jackson, Erin Brockovich. Very important.
Yep.
This week, about 180,000 residents in Jackson, Mississippi and surrounding areas no longer have clean drinking water. Let me say that again. The state's largest city and capital is without water. Imagine not being able to fill up a glass of water from the faucet in your home for drinking, cooking, making coffee, taking a shower, cleaning, etc., etc. And yes, we know, Flint. We're going to talk about that. Cool. The city cannot produce enough water. Oh, you can't even see what it says. To fight fires, to flush toilets, and to meet other critical needs, said Governor Tate Reeves in an announcement that activated the National Guard and declared a state of emergency. State Health Department is also issued a state of emergency, warning that tap water is not safe to drink, brush teeth with, or to give to pets.
Right.
The ongoing Jackson running water crisis stems from the failures at O.B. Curtis Water Treatment Plant. As reported in Time magazine, the city's primary water treatment facility has been relying on backup pumps, which have limited water pressure since its main pumps failed last month. The Pearl River, which runs through the city, began flooding this past weekend and damaged the already vulnerable treatment plant, causing the Jackson residents to lose most of their water pressure altogether.
Jesus.
The total or near loss of water pressure throughout the city and surrounding areas of Hinds County that receive water from the plant has created a condition of disaster and extreme peril to the safety of persons and property, according to the governor's statement. Yesterday, the city ran out of bottled water to give to residents. What?
We're fucked.
So this is Kat Tenbarge. I don't even know who she is, but she apparently went pretty viral by saying that more people need to be talking about Jackson. The city ran out of bottled water to give to residents yesterday. It's the largest city in Mississippi, and it's 80% black. Their water system is failing because of years of neglect. This is environmental racism.
Where's Kanye at?
Yeah, I know. Sadly, I'm going to let you finish. Sadly.
I was thinking of the Mike Myers one.
Yeah. This is a crisis we've seen coming and could have avoided. In February 2021, we wrote about Jackson and some of the shit she wrote. Send in the National Guard. They said a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, they said this. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because 18 months ago, they had been without water for a week. This isn't even the first time. Last time, it was aging pipes and depleting water reserves. Not only was the city's water treatment plant knocked offline, but the city's director of public works said they've sent crews to fix at least 20 water main breaks. Governor of Mississippi has dispatched the National Guard to help bring water to the city's 160,000 residents. So they've gone up by 20,000 residents since this happened 18 months ago. That's quite an infusion of growth. Okay, this was the article tweeted out, or that was in her Substack 2 years ago. And again, this is in the article. You can go read this. This is dirty water. It doesn't come cheap. This absolute crisis is due to many factors, including recent floods, hello climate change, staffing issues at the plant, and decades-long infrastructure decay. The city's been issuing water boil notices since July, but Jackson struggled with safe water access for decades. Hello, Flint. Yep. And I'll tell you right now, this kind of neglect is happening in more places than Jackson. Throughout this country,
Absolutely.
We have infrastructure failures, water main breaks, toxic chemical overload, and so much more. I know I sound like a broken record, but Superman's not coming. We have to save ourselves. Yes, Aaron. Yes, we do. Thank you.
Yep.
It's the people who rise up, speak up, and get into action that will make a difference when it comes to these water issues. They always have been. It's the churches, it's the community centers, the activists, the advocates, nonprofits, local business owners, moms and dads, and the students who all pick up the pieces when there's a water crisis. Where'd the money go? Mississippi was set to receive, you can't see that, $429 million last year in federal infrastructure funds, specifically for water lines and pipes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of got old right there.
Went to roads and bridges.
Well, no.
Most of it.
No, they still got $429 million. Now, a lot of money went to roads and bridges, but still, that's a lot of cake. The current crisis is a failure of government at all levels, city, state, federal. It's not about blaming one party or the other. It's time for every elected official to be held accountable. Don't they drink water too? Yeah, not from the tap in Mississippi. They don't care.
Nope.
Hundreds of thousands do not have access to their most basic need, water. How do you... I'm going to show you a couple other things. Today I saw that they're advising that they can't even bathe in it because it's so toxic.
Yeah, they had to, right. They say to close their mouths or whatever.
Right.
When taking showers. Right.
We all think some agencies overseeing our health and well-being, but case after case has shown me that they are not. I'm outraged, and at the same time, I'm not surprised. Only thing is, Aaron, while not partisan, seems to lean heavily Democrat, mostly because Republicans and, she plays this duopoly game instead of calling them all part of a uniparty. Part of the problem with water is that we don't see it. We have these incredible systems underneath our feet, but we don't think to check under them until the water coming out of our tap is green or smells foul or is completely gone. We all have to get into action. Imagine what would happen if you read one article a day about water issues or talk to one friend about your concerns. Find out when your next city council meeting is happening and bring a neighbor with you. Any little action forward can get you going in the right direction. Direct action. So, Aaron provides us with some resources here. Where to get water in Jackson. Again, the link to this article will be in the Substack. The link to this article will be in the description on YouTube. It's not right now, but it will be after the show. And you'll be able to, of course, go to thebrockovichReport.com and you'll find this article at the top and you'll be able to find all the resources. But this is the Disaster Fund of the Community Foundation for Jackson, Mississippi, and why she's telling them and what will happen with the money. A donation will help wraparound needs related to Jackson's water issues. Okay. Yeah, put some Flex Seal on it, right, E-Hiller. All right. To address the current water crisis, Operation Shoestring is working to provide waterless hygiene supplies to all Operation Shoestring families. Any donation of body or face wipes, waterless toothbrushes, or any waterless hygiene item, go to info@operationshoestring.org or donate below. Jackson Free Clinic collecting water bottles, waterless hygiene supplies, including, again, face wipes, body wipes, mini disposable toothbrushes, patients affected by Jackson water crisis. And they'll distribute water and hygiene products. And there are some great local businesses that have also been trucking in water privately.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, let's talk about what's going on in Jackson, your town. Sound off in the comments below. And not many people have. I don't know why people don't subscribe to this. Why she does. She has a monstrous following, yet nobody seems to follow this thing. I don't understand. On Twitter, she's a blue check, but
yeah.
I just wanted to point this out. And again, I know that Erin probably would not approve of me doing this on her article. And I apologize to Erin because I totally respect and love her and don't want her upset with me. But I did want to point out the hypocrisy of Build Back Better is working so great. Next example is Jackson, where they're fighting environmental racism. The DPW has been found to be so racist that even the water is black.
Yep.
All right. Here's another one. Our friend Mo at Mozframe. Jackson has an 80% black population, hasn't had clean water or drinking or bathe for a week. Joe Biden continues to ignore the suffering of non-white American citizens to fund war. As they announced the other day, another $13.7 billion requested by the White House to ask Congress to fund a proxy war with Russia.
Ooh, more Russian money. We don't have water.
Here's another one from Fox Weather. 4,500 National Guard troops. And he did, again, in all credit and fairness, declared an emergency, which sends money to them for 90 days and sent 4,500 National Guard troops to distribute water. So, great. Awesome. Bare minimum. Shout out to our friends at WSWS. We don't talk about them much. Quite a few issues we disagree and don't align with them on. However, climate change is one that we do. Since Monday, after floodwaters knocked out the water treatment plant, crews have worked day and night in an effort to normalize water pressure and resolve pH imbalances so that tens of thousands of residents may soon be able to consume a necessity.
You literally needed to live.
Again, this was our original thumbnail. And then I stuffed the Jackson story in at the end because I thought it was super important. And we need to be talking about our water. We need to be talking about disasters. We need to be talking about environmental racism. Again, I'm sorry I got such nightmare fuel for everybody all the time, but this is what's going on out there, and I don't see enough people talking about it from the right perspective, which is capitalism is doing this. Not just capitalism, but capitalism is exacerbating, accelerating, and preventing us from implementing any substantial solutions, including getting uncorrupted representatives elected that don't serve their corporate state. So, yeah. Joe is busy napping, and yeah, he's supporting Nazis. Yes, that FJB, LGB.
And knock it off with that dark branded nonsense.
Ridiculous. Just
knock it off. It's cringy as.
It's the reason why the
left
can't meme, or at least the liberals can't meme. The left is hilarious because thank Bernie memes were great, but yeah, exactly. Signs. Can we apply for some of that Ukraine money? Asking for a friend. All the Ukraine money, right,
Mhm.
gets to the military industrial complex. So yeah, Colin. Woo! I am for real. That's right.
Rio.
We were playing with that. Yeah, number one richest third world nation in history. That's right. Hotter than a pepper sprout. Oh yeah, we are growing cayennes here. If it weren't predominantly city of color, they'd have fixed it yesterday. Kind of like Flint. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The mains are 100 years old. Jeez. Same reason the levees failed during Katrina.
That's even a hold. Yep. I mean, yep.
Right.
Right there in the ward. Right there.
Yep. And then at least those nuclear power plants were made to be completely rebuilt in 20 to 30 years and are only 50 to 65 years old and cracking. But it'll be all good thanks to the Dems and Republicans. Right. Thanks, Science. Thanks for more nightmare fuel. So we're sending pipes in for the long run issues. Exactly. And I don't want to act like somebody I know and read every single chat and put it up there and have a conversation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give Reith the mic and the controls, which is always fun. So,
And I watch mindless shit. Boats that smash into other boats.
and I get to chill out for a few minutes and laugh.
So I heard you didn't have any fluid in your lighter. So we picked up a new one.
Why am I looking at your Discord?
Because it should be this one. How about that?
Okay.
That works better, huh?
It sure does.
Look, new lighter. Oh, it's green. Why?
Because it's weed.
Why they make that green?
It's a weed lighter.
It is weed.
Nice.
So what are some hygiene hacks which have improved your life vastly? And then under it are trees. Anybody else rip their bong like this to avoid the resin ring around their lips? So someone has the same problem you do and has found a solution. You know?
Modern problems require modern solutions. But that's just going to further make the inside of your mouth that filthy, which you can't wipe. So
sure you can.
Is that really a solution? That's gross.
Yes.
And okay.
Stop asking me what I did with all that NFT money. I bought new furniture. Like,
I think that furniture is going to disappear over time.
This is the new Convo couch. We're gonna have some interesting conversations. Dad Zone.
Oh boy. Already? Wow, that was
made
quick.
it to Dad Zone.
We've already arrived. Okay. I'm there.
Oh, and action.
No sound. Oh, that's soaking. Bro, bro, bro. Where's my kid? Oh, there he is.
Oh, I got some good ones today. This one's ridiculous.
Ice cream. Ice cream. I don't have sound.
What do you mean?
She got in the truck.
Oh, now
Maya
it's sound.
continues to turn down the ice cream.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
both are interested to see how the music machine works.
I'll show you. It's this little box right up here.
I didn't think they would do that.
Soon as our ice cream man leaves,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Keep doing the good work.
Maya tells her brother something just isn't right.
Dallas, we don't know him. Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Ice cream.
What ice cream though? This is the dilemma. You know?
Thank you for the nightmare fuel.
You're welcome. You ready for a hula hoop? Look, hula hoop. Do it. Hula hoop. You got it. Yeah.
That's
Get
it.
that hula hoop.
That's it.
You did it. Yeah.
Love it.
She's like, oh, I got the feet. And then anyway, this one's great. Here we go. And action.
I just wanted some acknowledgement.
Yeah. Oh. Great. And whoop. Like,
that's impressive.
Isn't it though? This is full scorpion into the hamper.
Daddy.
I'm sure you had to deal with this.
What you got in your mouth? Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh my God. No, I've never had my kid put a real cockroach in their mouth. No.
I hope that's not real.
Not on.
I mean,
well, if it's
I
a fake
put
one,
it
that's
past
funny.
a child.
If it's a fake one, that's
Right?
funny. But if it's a real one, yeah, not so much. Beastmaster X, by the way, is saying that they smoke out of a Puffco Peak Pro, and they're so glad they got it.
Yeah, they're nice.
It is nice.
They're nice. I got the Atmos like desktop vape. It's pretty good.
You gotta quit that shit.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jewel.
Nice.
Gotta quit that shit. All right, here we go. Wait, no. This one. We got it. We got another
wait,
cooler.
What?
Clay, where are you? You shouldn't do that, bud. Get out.
Baby in a cooler.
Get out. I like how he goes back in. Get out. No, I don't wanna. All right.
Colin predicts that mom was a little calm when that cockroach came out. That was probably fake. Yeah, but she's probably right.
Yeah.
I'd put money on that.
And action.
No, we don't spit. When it's in your mouth, you swallow it. Shut the fuck up. Don't eat it.
Oh, fuck it. I love that shit. Shut
No
the
need,
fuck up.
dude,
Don't even.
Wow. I love the smile. The smile and the
I
look.
know, right?
Wait, you gotta go back. I want to see that again.
No, we don't spit. When it's in your mouth, you swallow it. Shut the fuck up. Don't eat it.
I love that it's like, that's gotta be a 3-year-old kid. Right there.
Yeah.
And she just don't care about that. But worry about the swallowing part. That's
Right.
great. I love it.
So this is when your daughters become a dentist.
Sorry, my dad. Stop.
Wait, what?
You cannot do that.
Like he's fucking, so it's his kid, right?
Sorry, my dad. Stop.
He's messing with the dentist?
You cannot do that.
Yeah, he's like, and it's his daughter. It's great. You cannot do that. Like, and sorry, it's my dad. This one's great.
Yeah, cooler kid, not claustrophobic for sure, Kelly.
No.
Ow. Oh.
Whee!
Oh.
Mommy, stop laughing.
How did you do that?
Wow. Mommy, stop
laughing.
laughing. Yeah, you're an asshole, Mommy.
We need to cut the second half of the ramp.
Oh
boy.
What do you cut? The second half of the ramp isn't on it.
Parenting assistance. Oh, he's going face first. Meow. Ball.
What?
Hey.
This is the beginning of like.
He's never gonna admit he got hurt.
Me personally.
Oh, here we go.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
That was head first into the wall, into the fence.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
The noise.
Donk.
Like
yeah, that's a thud. Oh.
That noise.
The scream?
What? Yeah, like.
Oh, that's the kid in the house watching. Oh no. Oh no, this is what could possibly go wrong? Oh, I hope she's okay. What could possibly go wrong?
It was just the spinny. Wee!
Oh!
Like,
yeah, but like that. Yeah, that's not even funny. Like that's that's not funny.
It's definitely funny. What do you mean?
That makes me sad as a daddy. That girl had no chance. She had no chance. What?
She did. She could have balanced.
Look at this kid. There you go. Now you got it. Doink. Hey, now here's an idea. How about you turn it around and you pull it?
Uh-huh.
Well, first you gotta stand it back up. Oh, that poor kid. Oh, this poor kid.
I feel his pain.
Watching the struggle.
This is windy.
The struggle is
windy
real.
As shit.
The struggle is real. Why is he wearing jorts? He's wearing her jorts.
Get your shorts. We're gonna see who's fit better. Get your shorts. Where are they at? Where are your butt cutting shorts?
Butt cutting shorts is what he called them.
We just bought. They were supposed to be a lot longer.
Get him. Stop calling it butt rock. Yeah, that's when we have to clip.
Go to the bathroom and put them on. No. Go to the bathroom and put them on. We're gonna see who's your shortest. I will pick you up in school every day with these on if you don't put them on. Yeah, exactly. Who's your shorter, babe?
I can't handle y'all.
Who's your shorter?
Y'all are the same.
See, look, my butt cheeks hanging out down here. I'm picking her up in school with these on.
I love it. That's hot.
It's not even that short.
No, neither am I.
Dude, you gotta send me a link to that video. I need that. That's the winner of the night right there. That is how I'm going to torture my children. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
Providing me modern problems require
But
modern
see,
solutions.
sometimes kids torture you. No, you gotta go through the thing. No, through the thing. Oh my god. Like, oh.
And then someone through the front, someone through the back. Oh god. That's even better. Oh, Colin is mean. Like hell, it's not indie. Oh, come on. Come on.
It's not.
Yes. Short jorts. Yes, yes, Kelly. Oh, we got jorts. Indie, do you even have an ass to pull that off?
What he called them.
Butt cutters. Oh, I can certainly.
Yeah.
I can pull that off.
Yeah.
I can pull that off. I can get into skinny jeans.
And action.
Ow.
Oh,
I ain't playing no more.
Okay, we're done with that. We're
I ain't
done with
playing
that
no
now.
more. Yeah.
No, I don't like it. Like, I'm done with karate.
Well,
yeah.
Kitty assisted.
And
Perfect
yeah,
timing.
we did it.
That was good timing.
We made it to Animal Zones.
Oh wait, maybe you didn't hear that.
I did.
Yeah, I don't know if they did though.
Okay.
Daisy Ducks.
Yeah.
What is he trying to... Oh my! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! Dude, I'm not trying to pick you up. Okay, okay, I'm good. I'm not gonna pick you up anymore. Okay, get the fuck out of here. What?
Yeah.
Wait,
exactly.
he straddled over that thing and tried to... Dude, look at the size of that, man. Wow.
I know.
That's not very bright.
Oh, no.
All right.
Neither is this
one.
Load
this up. Load up.
Load up?
Yeah, let's see this.
What?
Що ти наробила? Що ти наробила?
Wow.
He's definitely like he's like
yeah, Kitty's waiting for you.
Look at this one. They made him a fucking like they made him like a little aquarium box.
Shout out to Uncle Warren.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Like he's just chilling in there. You know?
Wait, what?
This is like he's got a little box in the aquarium. They put a little box for him.
Oh, look at that.
So you can like look into it.
An observation power.
Fishy.
He's got
we have these at our aquarium too.
A 360-degree observation tower. I love it.
Yep. Yep. But is this a cat aquarium for the fish? You know?
Well,
like
aquarium.
This one's good.
Hey, what you do? You fell asleep in your kitty litter? You probably need to go take a bath.
Oh.
No, you did not. No, I know you. Oh no, you didn't open up. Wash. Oh, wait. Can't believe you put your paws on me. You in so much trouble. Wait, stop running. I'm gonna whoop you. Man, I can't believe you put your paws on me. I can't believe you slapped me.
Is that Darnell rolling? It sounds like Darnell.
I don't know. That guy does a ton of stuff, and I have no idea who he is.
That's
but
great.
He's fucking amazing.
Of course, one more time. Love you, Warren.
Oh, Horsey! Let's pet the horsey. And chomp, like.
Ow.
Ow.
Oh, fuck.
Ow, that hurt.
Dude,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
Dude. Oh my god. What
Well,
the
don't
fuck?
fucking pet wild horses. I thought we told you.
Wild horses.
Yeah. You Patty Smith.
Drag me away. Yeah. Oh no.
My mom's a big fan of Patty Smith.
I was thinking Mick Jagger
anyway.
actually. But
yeah. Also, mom's big fan of them too. Anyway, I almost had a heart attack when this happened, which I love this, like the TikTok voice.
I almost had a heart attack when this happened.
Poppers. Whee!
Oh.
Look, the doggo. Look.
Oh.
Follow the doggo.
Uh-oh. 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 Ah.
Whee!
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be so funny anymore. But okay.
Yep. It's funny now. He'll be fine.
Is that like haha funny?
They're resilient.
And he's okay.
So, yeah, he'll be fine. So this is from Mom. What are these pills? Then like she has the pills.
Aren't those
What the fuck,
manganites?
Mom? Stay out of my room. Are these your drugs? They aren't drugs, lol. And don't eat one.
They're
Why
edibles.
not?
They're drugs.
Will I get addicted? Are you addicted? Mom, calm down. Then tell me what these are. Okay, go get some water. I'm not thirsty. Put the pills in water. Why? What will happen to me? Just put one in water. Okay. Oh, they're just kids' toys. I told you, not drugs. Why do you have these? I don't know. I was high when I bought them.
Okay, I thought you were on drugs. That's a great little exchange. Of course, that's not real, but that's hilarious.
No.
Oh, we like to go out on a bang always. Are we going out on
not quite
a bang?
that far. No, it's just cool, like destruction-y stuff.
Wrecking balls are fun.
Yeah.
It can be when they work.
And another one. And
okay. It's supposed to know where to hit. Uh-oh. Hey, please tell me it's not coming down on the train. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't think it's supposed to go the other way.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's running away from the crane.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Some power lines getting zapped.
When demolition goes horribly wrong.
Yep.
Wow. Damn.
And action.
Serious squatting, man. Yeah, there you go. Yeah! Yeah!
Wow.
Push it!
Oh, he's going all... Oh, okay. Is that a power line?
I didn't even think of that.
Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, my God. Oh, that's...
Oh.
Can it fully rotate is the question. It can!
Yeah!
Now how do I slow it down? Okay.
I want one of those so
Oh
bad.
my
That looks
God.
like so much fun.
Oh my God, dude. I'm so glad they pulled it off.
Oh, I know that it didn't go horribly wrong. You're probably wondering how I ended up like this.
Help! Help! Oh no. Oh.
No.
Awful, evil, and hilarious at the same time.
Right?
He tried to help, but that's just funny.
This one's just called peak stupidity.
Turn that horse into
backpack.
pace. Oh God.
Wee! Oh, why?
Wait,
I
what?
zoomed one click too far. There we go. And wee!
Oh no, that's his stuff. Oh no, that's my stuff. Bye.
Leg.
Is he like up on Everest? Where? Yeah.
Wee!
Yes.
Now how do you get that shit back?
You have to go down the
Where do
mountain
you go?
again.
I guess. And then probably back up the mountain.
Oh, signs, yes. Teeter hang-ups extreme style. That's exactly what that reminded me of. The teeter thing.
Oh. And action. Delicious.
Ramen. Is that what that is?
Oh.
Wow, so hot it melted and popped the glass. Damn. That's some crappy glass.
Yep. And hot oil.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of hot.
The longer you take, the worse it gets. He knows he's something up. This is very good. He's good at fucking fucking kerosene on this shit.
What is...
What do you mean?
Why am I wearing a helmet?
Huh? Where do you see that? You see this, no? Go away, you spoiled the photo. You can use... Go away.
Well...
Oh! Happy birthday, Chico! Fucking hurts, man.
Why? Can I... But why?
Fuck off!
Holy shit! Dude, what the fuck am I watching? What is this? A pickaxe? A sledge? Oh shit! Uh-oh. I didn't want to know what the fuck she's gonna pick up. A keg! Holy shit. If you're not drunk, if you're not drunk by the time you're done with that,
Oh, so now we know why men live shorter lives. This one's just called "To Try Not to Embarrass Yourself in Front of a Ring Camera." There was an attempt.
slippery, icy. Oh. No! Oh, that's injury. That's work. See, now that guy needs workman's comp. That guy needs benefits. That guy needs a better salary. Exactly. Come on, man.
Unions, motherfucker.
And really, yeah, union. That's right. Unionize Amazon, motherfucker.
Yeah. And action. Do a barrel roll.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh. I think she was afraid she was going to land on the dog.
Hit the dog. Yeah.
And so she just kind of...
And so she just like full stop.
Broke her neck. That could certainly sever a spinal cord.
Just full scorpion.
My neck and my back. That's right, Yipper. Hell yeah, my neck and my back.
Yep.
That's Ezel.
The deadline approaches without mercy, and I stare at an empty screen.
We procrastinated for too long, and now we suffer.
Yes, thank you for the reminder, Brain. Now, can you do that thing that makes us do all the doings in the last minute?
Well, in that case, I must activate deadline mode.
Yes, deadline mode. Well, I'm typing again. It's like magic. Right.
Fun.
Deadline mode saves us. Once more.
Once more. Save us once more. Well, sure.
Oh. This is how Thor gets Groot.
Yeah. Wendy is an understatement. Holy fucking shit.
Groot, get over here.
Wow.
I am Groot.
Which is just Vin Diesel saying I am Groot over and over again.
Is it really?
Horsey. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Shout out to Tara Reid.
Or it's like The Rock. Yep.
Oh, you're going for a swim.
I feel like that water's there on purpose.
Maybe. You may be right.
Hold on, I had to recover. Ugh. All right. And action.
Uh-oh. That does not look like it was gonna work.
This is the dude's laugh.
Oh, Colin, come on. Another horse to turn into pace? Come on, dude. Damn, that dude's loud.
Yeah, he's like a Super Saiyan. Fucking screaming. This one's fucking, do you notice?
Oh my god.
That is a handicapped ramp.
Up or down?
And it's like,
which one?
It's like, look, I'm no wheelchair engineer, but like,
I think they're a roller coaster engineer, more like.
I hope it's like,
that's the up.
Like, I hope it's like there's like a thing that like clicks into some wheels and like, you know,
that's only an up
like a little
ramp,
track
right?
thing here, but I hope it's not a down ramp. Like, although it might be fun. I don't know, you know, but like the landing's gonna be brutal.
Well, that's the thing is,
like falling downstairs is gonna fuck you up.
It's how much run room do you have at the end of that, and B, if
and
not,
like also hold on a second. Look at the top of the fucking thing.
Right, even ramped
this
even
is gonna
more.
launch you. This is gonna launch you right off this, and you're just gonna drop like.
Dude, Travis Pastrana style.
Oh, fuck,
I love it. I'm dating myself.
Like, what
showing
the
how
hell?
old I am. Travis Pastrana, but he's awesome. Was an incredible motorcycle.
Yeah.
For those who don't know.
Yeah, some trial bike.
He does FMX freestyle motor. He basically was one of the inventors of freestyle motorsports as a discipline.
Were you ever you weren't around for this, but some of the millennials will be like, oh yeah, I remember mini clip trial bike. Oh, I know you motherfuckers were not doing shit in class. Don't act like you weren't. You know? It was like this. It was just a little game where you trial biked. Like, you just gotta like climb over a barrel, and it took you an hour. You were like, how? I can't get my tire to do the thing.
Here, let me hide myself there so you can see me. So you can see that.
Right? So, here we go. Oh, gotta get the umbrella.
What the? Like Mary Poppins. Holy shit.
Right? I just imagine like stars to play the do. Like he's about to go to space.
Damn.
Sick. This is hardcore parkour.
Oh, we love hardcore.
Hardcore parkour.
Oh my god! Yes, that's sick.
What?
That was sick. That was dope.
That was
Jackie
actually
Chan shit.
That was actually pretty sick.
Yeah, dude.
That's sick.
Dude, slide down a wall. What? That's
I'm up for
hardcore.
the movies.
That is hardcore
That's
parkour.
Roll out. This is just genius driver. Okay, maybe the poles were down for like a reason. Maybe.
Nah. Wait. He's out of his car? Oh, that's not a good idea.
I think it was a better idea than not being in it.
Well, yes. Because his car's gone.
Yeah, and he's still here.
He might have gotten a ride. He might have gotten a ride.
Come
on and take a free ride.
I like how YouTube censors the word ass in chat.
Actually, I think I might have done that.
But
you can put it with the dollar
action.
signs. Oh, I see a Picasso coming. Somebody's drunk. Oh. I knew that was setting up for that. It's so corny and dumb, but so funny.
Do.
Oh, that took a while to get there. Oh no, that is. I don't want to have children. Take one.
I mean, take one. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and welcome to Jackass.
Oh no! Sorry to peek out, everybody. Holy shit! Oh, I was prepared, but I wasn't really prepared. Damn! Oh, that was hard. Top golf. Top nuts.
She catches it with the driver too, like.
Oh,
dude,
that's going 200 yards for sure.
Oh, I don't even want to think those numbers. Like, I don't want to do that. Anyway, speaking of fucking
This is according to
dumbass
Oxfam. Of the
dudes.
world's 85 richest people is equal to the 3.5 billion poorest people.
It's fantastic. And this is a great thing because it inspires everybody,
Yeah.
gets the motivation to look up to the 1% and say, I want to become one of those people. I'm going to fight hard to get up to the top. This is fantastic news, and of course I applaud it.
Fuck you.
What can be wrong with this?
Really?
Yes, really.
This is somebody living on
I celebrate
$1
capitalism.
a day in Africa is getting up in the morning and saying, I'm going to be Bill Gates.
That's the motivation
Only
everybody
thing
needs.
between me and
I'm
that
not
guy
against
is
charity.
motivation. I just need to pull up my socks.
I am
oh,
not-
wait, I don't have socks.
Nice. Kevin O'Leary's such a douchebag. Mr. Wonderful.
idiot.
That, by the way,
Oh, God.
Shark Tank completely scripted. In case anybody didn't know,
Yes.
I have a friend that sold a product on Shark Tank, and I know the behind the sausage word, behind the sausage. Well,
That's your next show.
That's right. Behind the sausage.
It's
That's
Ed
a-
Heller's.
That's
Ed
actually
Heller's next show.
That's actually going on only. Yes, that's the Pizza Wars. But no, I was actually thinking that would go indie behind the sausage on OnlyFans, but
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. That's right. But the behind the scenes sausage making of Shark Tank is they basically script and rehearse out how they're going to buy it, what the deal they're going to make in advance, and then they play it out for everybody else, for the dupes that are watching and the rubes that watch TV. And they make it a show, and nobody knows exactly what's going to happen, but in the end, they know that this person's going to get a deal for X% because that's already been worked out beforehand. Sorry, guys. Fuck you. Shark Tank sucks balls.
Yeah.
I love watching the
Fuck
show because it's
you.
fun to watch all the billionaires yell at each other.
Fuck you, Mark Cuban.
But they're all douchebags.
Hear me?
Yeah, fuck you, Mark Cuban. Love you, but fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
He actually turned an internet like wealth into real stuff, like the Dallas Mavericks. But he also does some great things for the Dallas community. You know, he's not a total dickhead, but he's kind of a dickhead.
But fuck you.
Fuck you, Mark Cuban.
Fuck you.
Anyway. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Okay, is that ice?
Like, that's fuck you in particular.
Oh my God.
What the fuck was that?
How did you not know that was above your head? And what was above your head?
I don't know. Like, where does that come from?
Yeah.
Like, that's like stone, right? Like, that's like a big ass rock.
No, that
or
looks like a refrigerator that dropped out of like off a roof. Or like they're hoisting something up and it fell.
No, that's like
Might
that
be
looks
a
like
couch.
concrete or like
That could be a couch.
like steel, like a big something heavy as shit.
E. Heller, holy sizzly, pissed off his girlfriend Yipper. Insurance don't cover that. Tommy Nation. Shout out Tommy
He
Nation.
pissed off his girlfriend. God, that makes a lot more sense.
Right?
Honestly. I now understand what happened.
There you go, Yipper. That's a sausage turns. That's right. Tommy Nation, we ran the new trailer tonight at the beginning of the show. I don't know if you were there to check that out. Everybody go follow Tommy Nation over on Facebook at Tommy Nation POL on Twitter. He's INN member. Good dude.
This is for all those Boston peeps, you know? So action.
Sabby.
This is Michael Bergen and Jason Foster. I don't know what this is. Holy shit. 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 Holy
Joe
shit.
Pesci.
Holy shit. Holy shit. What the hell is it? What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's hook it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's fucking right here in Boston Yard.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my
god.
god.
Fucking god. Oh my god. What is that thing, dude? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
The fucking
oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What the fuck is that? Fuck. Fucking.
Sounds like sounds like Jimmy and the dude. That's great for our theme song.
Bro. We gotta call the aquarium or something, dude.
The aquarium.
Jay. Who you gonna
I wish my name was Jay.
Who you gonna call?
Jay.
Gotta go find the job.
Jay. You wanna try to pull it in? Oh shit.
You wanna try to pull it in?
Shit. Oh my, look at this fucking thing. Look at that fucking thing. This is fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh my god, that's a minute. That's outstanding. That might be my favorite.
That's my mom's favorite fish.
Jimmy, you have your work cut out for you, but that's a rival to your work right there in cuts. But
that's good.
Fuck. Dude,
fuck.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Tommy Nation's got it. Oh my god.
That thing is wicked weird. It's fucking wicked weird.
Anthony,
what the
welcome
fuck?
from the road. How are you, brother? Good to see you.
What's up, fam?
Oh, so freaking funny. Oh, that's great.
So I just wanted to welcome people to the internet. We have arrived at the internet. Oh.
Oh no. What? Is he soup? He's a chocolate fountain.
Yep.
A human oh, that's gross. Oh, that's disturbing. Okay, that's totally gonna get us censored off of YouTube.
Welcome to the internet, fam.
Holy shit. Oh,
like nothing
great.
wrong with this.
At Rhett Link, man. Oh, Brett and Link.
It's a chocolate fountain.
Oh my god, Brett and Link. Yeah, Colin. Colin's got it. Holy shit, that's great.
Yeah, Rhett and Link are great. And action. We're out. We did it. That's a wrap.
Wow.
Like,
and we did it.
Yipper, once it's in your mouth, you swallow. Exactly.
Yeah, shouting back to it. Shut the fuck up.
Callback.
Callback. That's right.
All right, explain to me what the fuck.
Jangan sampai lupa ya datang ke Babel ya, kita akan bikin pakatan 100 ribu langsung. Pakatan!
He knows.
Nah, kita katakan enggak? Ya, oke. Langsung aja datang ke Babel kami berbagi ya. Nih, atraksi nah. Sako sirah.
Wait, what?
Ini lihat bawah. Tak demek lo, tak demek. Ya apa toh?
It's part of the show. It's also really stupid, but it's part of the show. Yeah, my hand is so callous, I can't feel burns anymore. And now I'm gonna throw a fucking brick at you. Shut up.
What is this?
That's my favorite new show.
I bet you that fucking food. I bet you that food tastes fucking good too.
I'll tell you what this is. That's my favorite. That's my favorite new TV show.
It's my favorite new TV show and my favorite restaurant in the same place.
That's right.
Emerald's gonna work there next week and be like, "Bam!" and
He'll
just start
definitely
throwing
be
bricks.
like, "Bam!" That's Bam for sure.
Oh, you know how we end things here.
Hey.
So, and bang.
Huh?
Here we go. Whee! Uh-oh. Boom. Oh, shit. I've seen that before.
Yeah, it happens a few times.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that one before.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think you've seen this one before.
Dude, that's right out of what's the movie with Zac Efron and Neighbors? Oh my god.
They do it in
was it Neighbors 2? Neighbors 2 when they do it three times.
Seth Rogen did it with something.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been Neighbors. And they do it with a dummy, right?
It was
like
Neighbors.
the office chair.
Oh my god.
Wow,
No, it wasn't just dummy. It was like them sitting on the couch and all of a sudden bam.
Yeah.
It's ejector seat.
Oh, fuck.
Somebody's fucking around with that. Okay.
Airbags.
Funny.
All right. This one's just funny. All right. Make sure your sound's up, people.
Oh my god.
Something's on fire.
Brother, I just shit and pissed myself.
Brother, I just shit and pissed myself.
That's a palm tree on fire. By the way, that's a palm tree on fire.
Like, I love the fucking...
I just shit.
Something's on fire.
Something's on fire.
Brother, I just shit and pissed myself.
Brother, I just shit and pissed myself.
Nope. Yep. God is pissed. That's right. American military around the corner. Oh, that's funny.
Let us know which bit of boats you enjoyed.
Well, I asked you.
Hashtag boats smashing into other boats.
Yeah,
on
and
the tweets.
If I had to ask you to send me a link to one of them, that's got to be the winner for me at least.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, before we go,
there's some good ones this week.
Before we go, I do want to implore you, because we are at the 2-hour mark, but Comrade Misty, of course, is organizing, and there is a worldwide event happening on October 8th. Free Julian Assange, Free Julian Assange. He could be extradited at any minute of the day. The new Home Secretary for the UK that Liz Truss administration is nominating is a nightmare, and it's even worse than Priti frickin' Patel. They're going to form a human chain around Parliament on October 8th, and there will be worldwide solidarity events happening in the United States. It'll be happening just down the road. Now, there's a famous address over at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Of course, everybody knows that one. But just up the road at 950 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, at noon on October 8th, there will be a protest for hands off Assange in front of the Justice Department. And Misty, and I guarantee Max Blumenthal, and I'm not sure about Lee Camp because it looks like Lee Camp might be on a European tour at that time. But anyone who's in the DC area, I'm guessing Franco will probably be there, and many, hopefully others, to protest and stand in solidarity with all of the people that will be forming a human chain around Parliament and protesting the persecution of Julian Assange, who should be free, and the war criminals that he exposed should be in jail. So I wanted to, again, shout out to Big Mad Crab for making the flyer. And we fully support this event. I'm not ready to make an announcement yet, but we're going to be doing something in conjunction with this and making an announcement in the upcoming weeks about a very cool thing that we're going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. And of course, I got to make my plea. Everybody go to IndieLeft.news, and you heard our wonderful theme song. IndieLeft.com also gets you there. You don't have to go to IndieLeft.news. You can actually go to IndieLeft.com, and that's INDIE. IndependentLeft.news gets you there as well. IndependentLeft.media gets you to all the links. That's our link tree. Leftist.today and leftisttoday.com are our Substack. Usually try to publish there once a day, whether that is a live stream alert or it is a 6-pack of videos embedded that you can watch or you can link to or share, whatever it is. We try to put that a few times a week as well. Try to keep it up every day. It's getting to be a beast. And then, of course, merch store, bongfather.cloud. And I think that works, the bongfather.cloud. And if not, if you go to our link tree right above it, independentleft.media, you can definitely get to the merch store. And you can pick up some Bongfather merch. And, of course, we are members of IndieNews.Network, finally. INN. Reef and I are founding members. There are 23 content creators, including a couple of folks in this chat, like Tommy Nation, like Colin Radix Carter, like Extra Booyah, like the wonderful, beautiful Tar Reed, like Noli D, like Jesse Jet, and I could go on and on and on. Support these amazing independent content creators. They are my family. I love them to death, every single one of them. And I'm grateful.
Me too.
Grateful to know them and be around them and be in this space. Now, it's kind of funny. I didn't even tell Reef, but 2 years ago, Labor Day weekend, I had an epiphany. I was originally, I had set up a website called Progressive News Daily. That is a daily updated website. And it was during this time and during post-Assange or pre-Assange trial and post the People's Party convention. Kind of funny to say that now, but in August 30th of 2020 was the People's Party convention, which was actually one of the most inspiring events that I can remember in quite a long time. 6 hours of panel speakers talking about the need for a third party, and it was a who's who. And now, and if you look back at the lineup, it's kind of funny to see who's there because everybody really can't stand each other at this point. But after that weekend, I realized that Progressive News Daily needed to be separate. I'm not really progressive. I don't even know what that means. I'm definitely independent and for a third party.
Labels are...
Of course, labels are bad, stay independent. So that's when I first registered independentleft.news, and I had the vision to move everything over from Progressive News Daily to independentleft.news was Labor Day weekend 2020. And 2 weeks later, I realized, because I was actually going to keep the website as Progressive News Daily, and the Discord was going to be Independent Left News, which was going to give that its own kind of flair and unique identifier. I realized that Progressive was really dead. And what happened was 3 weeks later, post Julian Assange trial. All right. Between Labor Day and September 23rd, 2020 was the Julian Assange extradition hearing, where there was testimony daily. And Richard Medhurst, if you go back, shout out to Richard Medhurst, Kevin Gossola, Stefania Marizzi, Mohammed El-Mazi, and many others covered that trial daily. Joe Loria from Consortium News, Kathy Vogan. So many. I know I'm leaving some out, but that really had such an impact on me that I had decided at that point I'm not anything having to do with the word progressive. It's been completely co-opted. We're independent left, and then we'll build out a family from .news, which will be the news site. We'll make the Discord .gg. We'll make our links at .media. We even own, when we do end up setting up a full-time live streaming webpage, independentleft.live. So we will be able to, and we have the ability to now just build a webpage that self-hosts. So whenever you wanted to go there, all I have to do is create a little basic webpage that embeds the restream code, and we can have our own independentleft.live website that can embed chat and everything and completely be platform free.
Yep.
Again, it's been 2 years. I love doing this. It's so rewarding. It makes my wife crazy because I dedicate so much time and I love doing this so much. And kids wonder, but now it's really funny. I've got my daughters calling me Indy. I guess that was inevitable.
That's funny.
I guess that was inevitable, but when they stop calling me daddy and they start calling me Indy, that's when I was like, all right.
Indy!
They were at the pool going, Indy, what are we doing today, Indy? Like, oh, that's...
Indy, I'm sorry. Indy.
Yeah.
Indy.
So, Night Fam, Anthony, good to see you. Glad you're here. Come back, rewind it. There were some nightmare fuel stories and a lot of fun. And we'll check you out during the week on Twitter at Comrade Kitty, everyone. Comrade Kitty. Kitty. All right, that's our boy Anthony. But yeah, thank you everyone. Don't let friends vote Dempublican. Absolutely. And let's go back to our 2-shot. Hashtag rig machines. Amen. Yeah. Daughter say, Dad's on Indy. That's right. Yep. They certainly do. And they say, put your phone down, Daddy. But Daddy doesn't do that enough. I need to. Signs now. Everybody's saying, free Assange, free Julian Assange. Amen. Shout out to Richie Medhurst, as Colin said. Yep, that's my brother Richie. Everybody give him a follow. He's awesome. And so that is another one in the book. Next week, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to be here next Sunday night because it's not because it's 9/11, even though it is. It's because I think I may have to be on a business trip and be in a conference out of town, and I'm not going to be here to be able to run the stream. But if anything, we'll run a best of episode. If I'm not here, there will be something. Worst case, maybe INN runs a random stream. I don't know if we get some members coming back this week that may want to pop in and do a rando roundtable, which would be awesome. I'd love to get something like that done. Monday night, Tara. Oh, well, I don't know if Tara's doing tomorrow's Monday, and Tara's
either.
Yeah, I don't think Tara's necessarily doing. Tara's talking about taking a break for the month of September.
Yeah.
So
we're like a month off.
Look for clips from Tara Reid on her channel. She's got a ton of clips that are uploading from her live streams, and she's done some phenomenal live streams lately. Igor Lepotinok and Fiorella and Pasta. That was just this past week, and Lily and Donald from RT and CPI were excellent. You saw Lily actually. The Lily stream a clip was in the trailer for tonight. Tara saying that he created INN because I actually engineered that stream, which was interesting. We lost Tara in the middle of the stream, and I had to improvise, and it was great. Again, shout out to Oz. Thank you so much for the $2 Rockfin Super Ray. Rockfin.com/INDLeftNews. Support independent platforms. Support independent content creators. Support ad-free platforms. Love them. So for me, this is Indy saying good night and question everyone's motivations.
Keep listening to what little birds have to tell you, people. Good night.
I think I liked it better being blind when I couldn't read between the lines and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry. My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually say? So I